Hello, friends. I'm Miranda Cutler. I am the Executive Director of Unsheltered Utah, and behind me, there are just a few of the members of the Second and Second Coalition, which is a coalition of faith groups and community groups here. We believe in compassion, responsibility, and the simple truth that every person deserves safety and dignity. Unsheltered Utah and our coalition partners meet our unsheltered brothers and sisters face to face on the streets and in the Methodist and Episcopal churches downtown. After many of us pushed hard in 2022, Utah passed its first statewide Code Blue law in 2023. Under that statute, our 2 church sites now welcome up to 140 guests on Code Blue movie nights, offering you can tell it's an important part of our community fabric. We offer a warm meal, a blanket, a safe place to rest, and a simple message: you matter. The people we welcome are elderly neighbors, grandparents, veterans, people with disabilities. We put families in hotels who've lost their footing in a brutal housing market. These are not strangers. They are us on a harder day. And we've seen the cost of leaving people outside in the cold. Over the years we've opened the churches, we've watched relatively healthy bodies come back to us, missing fingers, toes, even limbs. One guest recently lost his hands when his tent caught fire as he tried to survive a freezing night. His resilience is remarkable, but no one should have to risk their life just to stay warm. This is why Code Blue matters. Right now, Code Blue activates around 5 a.m. on the day temperatures are forecast to hit 18 degrees or below with wind chill. But we all know people suffer frostbite and die at 32 degrees, especially when they are exhausted, wet, elderly, sick, or living with disabilities. 18 degrees is too low. If we raise that threshold, we can prevent hospitalizations, amputations, trauma, and death. One single frostbite can cost tens of thousands of dollars. An amputation can exceed $100,000, costs ultimately borne by all of us. These are preventable tragedies and preventable expenses. And we need more than a few hours' notice of Code Blue to notify the community and mobilize facilities, transportation, and volunteers. This is good stewardship of resources of community trust and lives. So today, our ask is clear and achievable. Raise the Code Blue temperature threshold and help us do what we do better and avoid confusion by locking in the Code Blue forecast 2 days in advance. Predictability saves lives and money. My faith tradition calls on me to bear one another's burdens that they may be light. Others call it being a good neighbor or building the beloved community. However we say it, the principle is the same. A community is judged not by its wealth, but by its welcome. This is not about us and them. This is about we, choosing compassion that is timely, practical, and brave. The real question is not whether we can afford to act, it's whether we can afford, morally, ethically, and financially, not to. Thank you.